Hi, my name is Jono, and if you're new here, I do pencil drawings. I've drawn a lot of eyes over the years, but my piece Gummy Bear and Eye that I did at the end of last year was different from many of the others. Not only was it the most popular piece online, but I experimented a lot with a new technique that had a massive effect on how I draw. I came across the idea of using makeup sponges to smoothly spread graphite on paper midway through last year. Originally, I would define my highlights and shadows first and then fill in the midtones between those features afterwards. But it takes a really long time and can lead to inconsistencies. With makeup sponges, I was really impressed with how consistently I could cover large areas to create a midtone and then darken shadows and pull out the highlights within that graphite without having to leave those areas blank. This way, it's almost like you're sculpting an image out of a raw block of graphite. I posted regular drawing updates on my Patreon throughout the process of creating this piece. So today, I wanted to share with you guys some of the insights that I had as I created the piece and experimented with this new technique. Also, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, but I'll tell you more about them a bit later. I'm trying this one a little bit differently. I've been trying to map out the larger tones first rather than using the details in conjunction with the larger areas and just trying to get a sense of the tones and things in that old way that I was working in. Now I'm kind of using these things, which I'm sure you've heard about in some of the videos, to mark out larger areas and larger tones. The only issue is all my guidelines and all my reference marks are lost. So I need to be just very, very careful, and I've made some little checkpoints for me to know where my proportions and everything are. It's an interesting tool because it's changing the way that the medium responds to what I'm used to. So I'm almost having to relearn things, but I feel like it's got quite a lot of potential, especially if you come and look over here. This transition that I wanted to have like a blurry effect, like when a camera goes out of focus on the skin over here. I'm really happy with that transition. Like, it looks really blurry and it's really a smooth, soft transition. I've been using my trusty sponges a lot on this one and really getting some smooth blending and tones and stuff. So it's a bit of an experimental one because it's the first large drawing that I've really used the sponges quite actively. It's been interesting as well because one of the ways that I've been working has been to use the sponges to get my tones in the background and then pull out like the hairs and little things with my little electric eraser and also my Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So I've been doing tiny little circles to get all these little like blurry hairs, and then as I move into the area that's in focus, doing these like harsher lines and trying to get starker lines. So I've been working a lot with trying to pull graphite out of the page after I've already applied it, which isn't something I usually do. In the past, I would usually kind of draw around the little hairs, which is insane. It takes so much time. But it was a very careful way of working, which is how I used to work, and I'm trying to just loosen up and it's also just more time efficient to work this way. I think I've just finished this drawing. The whole piece was a lot of fun to do. It was done with large areas of graphite that kind of blocked out huge portions and really allowed me to get some soft, smooth tones with all the details in between, really leaning into the mechanical eraser to try and get my little hairs and things like that, which I really enjoyed doing. And it's a lot faster to work like that. I never trusted how much graphite I could pull out before, and now I know that I can pull out quite a lot, and that kind of opened me up and freed me up to be able to draw like that. This is a piece that taught me a lot and really helped me develop in a new way I hadn't considered before. It's a huge reminder that after so many years of drawing, there's still so much to discover within a medium that I consider myself so familiar with. I love the fact that there's constant growth in this field and there's still so much room for it to surprise me. As always with this kind of thing, I learned it from other artists suggesting it. So if there are new techniques that you've started employing in your practice that you just stumbled upon that have kind of changed things up, let us know in the comments. It's a really great space for us to all learn together. If you found this helpful, leave a like. It helps the channel out in a huge way. As always, thanks for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just before I end this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to this video sponsor, Squarespace. I've been working with them for a couple of years now. They played a huge role in my career, not only in sponsoring these videos and helping me maintain this channel, but more importantly, they played a crucial role early on. If you're an artist or a creative just starting out, it's so important to have your work online and showcased beautifully. And for me, I felt that Squarespace just did that effortlessly. I never had to patch or upgrade anything. I could register a domain with them and set up an online store. And most importantly, I could design a portfolio and show my work the way that I wanted to. Also, every time I got stuck, they're an amazing support team, helping me out instantly. So So if you're looking at building a website, give Squarespace a try. And if you decide that you love them, use this offer code and get 10% off your first purchase. Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.